Hey guys, this is Josh and welcome to this new video, already also known as the longest video of all time already. So you probably know already the minutes already. It's pretty much the longest minutes that I could possibly do for my for my whole YouTube career for that. Great. So anyway, as you can see here for this one now, the intro for this one, this is the Throwback Thursday, even though I'm uploading it on Thursday, which is today. And yeah, the one thing I'm going to show you for this one, it's not like a road to the FIA World Tour event in Gran Turismo, but this is kind of familiar if you saw the title and the thumbnail of this one. It's Return of the GR Super GT Cup, and we're doing 7 rounds. Oh, sorry, that was my chair for this one. I thought it was my phone first of all. So as you can see here, I just got a win in the top split in the 2019. That was last year. This Throwback Thursday, where I won my very first top split already. And here it is, the first round of the GR Super GT Cup. It's in Fuji, the original course already. And the reason is already because every other rounds already are just like short, because even though the COVID-19 thing does do this already, so we missed even though already, because like the COVID-19 does affect everyone already in public, so we're in a lockdown, but we normally go in publics with like plastic gloves and face masks. So if you want to go in public, that's up to you for that. So here it is already. This is my best qualifying lap in the first round of the GR Super GT Cup, which does count as the World Tour, because when you hit the 7th round, there was an opportunity that you can go to the World Tour event, and in the last race of the World Tour event, because or it could be the penultimate World Tour or any other World Tours already. That could be the one in 2020. So as you can see here, I'm just using the slipstream of Captain Muffin, one of the great guys already that I raced with. Did do everything already apart from the standings already and the ratings that you'll probably see if you check the Oceania regions of Captain Muffin. You probably know he is now in the let's just say shit. Let's just say it. Why not? Anyway, I know I was trying to keep PG for that, but why not? Why not? I'm just gonna use it whatever I want to, but I don't care if I get demonetized already. So let's just go for it. So as you can see, the guy right in front of me just went off the track and respawned, or actually, no, he just pulls at exit and goes. Well, he just pulls it into the pits already. Well, anytime is already for one, even though qualifying did end it already, and that just ruined his chances already. My best lap already was a 1 minute and 55.780. It's pretty much the best time, and we're currently 10th. Not the best one, so we need to get like a good result. So we don't want to be in the worst positions already. So my number plate is 16, so praise the Lord for that. So coming around the final corner, we use it a slipstream of Captain Muffin, who is now got pole position, I think. We'll have to find out heading across the line already, which I think it might be the best lap already. There you go, 1 minute 55.4, and that is really decent, which just puts me into 7th place. Just got ahead of my very good friend of mine already. So I'll show you this one. So here's the qualifying grid already. It's actually Fast Phil who got the pole position already with the 54.5, and that's the fastest one already. Captain Muffin in 2nd place. There he is already. He was the one already who just lose to. So then there's neutral for blue, nonsense for blue. Then there's Gas Balls in 4th position. That was a really cool one. Then there's Oz 3 in 5th position. Here we are in 7th place. We're at Reedwall F1, just right here for this one, and here I am in 7th place with a pink livery, and there's the team that I just joined already. GTP Legends, I always mess that up, I'm sorry. Then there's Barters in 9th place. This is the best result for him. Then Iron Mask in 10th place using a Dana Ricciardo using the I think it was
Sir Jack Brabham's helmet livery for that. I think, yeah. Kiwi in 11th, Brain in 12th, Nick in 13th, very Supra livery for some. Then Pubs already, he qualifying 14th place, not the best qualifying already. Then Crazy, I couldn't even pronounce this one. He starts at 15th. 16th is Rosmo, one of my championship rivals already, former in brackets. 17th is DTC Racing, and then Scorpio rounds up your 18th and last place. So this is the weird for some of the guys already who are new to the GR Super GT Cups already and showed the grid starts already. You probably know how you're probably going to tell the professionals, how did you start it already? Well, that's quite simple. You put up traction control to 1, then you put up second gear until the 5 lights come up, and here we go, the lights out and away we go, and you basically get a good launch already. You lose the tractions and then you get yourself ready to go for this one. So we got to a bit of a decent start already, just got behind Oz 3, sorry about that, and there was contact in the replay cameras on the top right, and a lot of carnage going on, and I was involved, and I dropped from 7th to 12th, and that is the terrible start for me. I've been bumped off by some of the guys already who was just playing, I don't know what on earth what they were doing already. So I was trying to pass Pubs and for 11th place, but no chance in hell for me because I got no hopes for that. Then a few seconds later for that, we're trying to pass him already, and then Kiwi came out of nowhere and goes to the inside of the next corner and bumped me off the track. No penalties for me, so that was lucky for me because I got away with no penalties. When he bumped me off, there's no penalties, so it's cool that there's no penalties in my path already, but you'll see there's going to be penalties in my path already where you got to see how embarrassing I was already. So you see one person has got a penalty, that is Scorpio, who got a penalty for no reason already, and someone was on my inside already, that is Nick, and he's trying to go for some move right down the inside and going towards turn 1, but I got the slipstream of Kiwi, so hopefully I'll need to get like some good straight line speed so I can catch up and finish into the top 10 already as soon as I can already. So I don't want to be like outside of the top 10, so that will be a lot that will be embarrassing for someone. So you can see Nick goes down the inside of me, and I just got no hope already. I just got no hope, and my luck has been gone from downhill to downhill also for that. I'm trying to pass Nick already, and fortunately no chance already. I got a corner cut penalty for, yep, steam track limits. Well, it's not corner cutting, but I got a 1 second penalty, which is not good for me, even though it was corner cutting, so I'll cut that as a corner cut penalty. It says it's steaming track limits, but I'm just going to say it's a corner cut penalty because I did corner cut a little bit, or a lot, not sure for sure. So Nick passed me, and IMAS was trying to pass me as well, but I'm going to serve my 1 second penalty into this zone right there. So serving my 1 second, there goes IMAS, and there goes DTC, who just got me and put me down to 16th position. So I have a lot of work to do if I want to get into the top 10. That's what I need to do for that. So a couple seconds later, or a couple of minutes later, we catch up to DTC Racing, and we're using a slipstream array, so we have a chance already to use him as a slipstream and try to go for the overtake. As you see here, we set a personal best already with a 1 minute 56.7. Not even that bad already, but I'll take it already. We go down the inside of DTC Racing, and we take 15th positions away from him, and we're going to try and run away from it. And as you can see here, I'm using the chase cams just to know as I just did the overtake done and dusted, setting faster sectors in the, well, not the fastest sectors, setting my personal best sectors, and trying to, Brain, it just nearly hit me off, but I have got no choice but to cut the corner, and of course gave me a half a 10 penalty for exceeding track limits, which is kind of kind of blame on me, but I don't blame him because he was the one who's got slowed down, but he was in the battle of it, so I can't blame him. But I had to blame to myself for that. So I'm not going to complain on myself, but I do complain when I did racing because I was furious already because it was like, what on earth are you doing for that? And I done nothing wrong already, but I did wrong. That was probably the reason why. I go right and cut the corner and off I go. Well, getting on a half attempt penalty. I did lose out to DTC. I just always forget to read someone else's gamer tags already. And as you can see here, I think Opal. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Opal. Why not? So that's gonna be this one. It's so hard to read one of those persons already if they're like a difficult words or difficult letters. That's tricky for me. We're trying to pass DTC, and there's IMAS going off the circuit, which gives me 15th position, which is good already. But then another bad luck for me. What goes on me to get another half attempt penalty for that. I'm literally the worst driver in Fuji, especially if I'm driving in a Supras, the new 2020 supercars. I'm driving the 2020 Supras, which came out a month ago when I think Gran Turismo released the new car. Was one of a Gran Turismo, like Gran Turismo Supers of the 2020. Last year they did release the 2019, and I did a pretty good job already getting to the top 20 in this one. You saw me in the first 2 rounds already when I just did that already, and there was a little bit of argy-bargy going on already. Rosmo, TTC, and Opal has got a bit of a wave as well. There's Scorpio right next to me. And I did try to beat him already, but I played defensive against Scorpio on lap 6, and then this thing does not. I was not even happy already because I gave him plenty of space. He booked me off, and he forced me off the track, and no penalties for him. So now I was furious right now. I was furious, and I didn't know he did apologize to me, but he did indicate to me. I don't know what's going on right now, but I overshoot that corner by me because I'm an idiot. Why not? So lap after lap, I got bad luck until 3 laps to go, which decided to do something wrong. So Scorpio did pass him, and 2 of them made contact. Rosmo, he didn't get any chance to avoid DTC's incident with Rosmo as well. So we're trying to pass Rosmo, but his car gets a little bit of back end already, but I got 0 chance to try to catch him up. So that was a bad reasons why I didn't even just like try to pass him or try to go for the pass him. As you can see, the 2 of them made contact right in front of me for this one. That is DTC and Scorpio, who have both made contact, and I was trying to pass Rosmo, but I got too distracted by the guy who's going to be in 14th and 15th. It's the position battles already. So he backed out, gives him the position. I overshot it and then just gave him the position already at the position number 14. We did pass Rosmo. It was because I overshooted, hit DTC, and gave him 14th place, which we move up 1 spot, which is I passed Rosmo, was down the inside of the hairpin already. And then this thing was a bit of a chaotic moment already, so enjoy this one right there. So coming to turn 2, yep. He hit him, and DTC goes off the circuit, and then look at the replay cameras. He rejoins dangerously and hits Rosmo, and you may see it at the end of the race already, where I'm going to show you the replays of the chase replays, which I've done it last time already in episode 3 of the Road to the FIA Gran Turismo World Tour / Finals. So I'll show you for that. So we're trying to catch up to Scorpio and trying to pass him, but the person right in front of us already, give him a little bit of bump already. No issues for this run. This one is pretty much issues already. So Oplu has lost to Kiwi, who's in 12th place, and he lost from 12th to 15th. So that is bad news already. And then we're trying to pass Scorpio, and we gave him a bump already because I was not even happy with him already because he bumped him off, and he tries to bump me off, but I was playing smart and avoid Scorpio's disrespected dive bomb already. And look behind already, Scorpio actually took out that guy. What did he done wrong? If he had a good chance already to get to the good position already. So what a KO for this one. We're already crossed the line to start the final lap of the race. I got away from Scorpio, who's not happy for this one, and then Barter hits Pubs off the he just did something wrong already. I don't know what's going on already because we're going to be seeing on the replay again. And look who's in 10th place. It's Fast Field. He was on pole, and now he's in 10th. I thought you were supposed to be leading, Fastfield. I thought you were supposed to be leading. So you dropped from 1st to 10th. Is that the best thing you can do for this one? Oh, wait, no. Oz 3 is gone. He got hit by someone else. So, strange things happens already. So I'm now in the top 10. So that's just great already. So that's just great. When we head into the next race already, we're going to be showing you some of those long, well, not long circuits, but I'm just gonna show you the long qualifying sections already because Nürburgring's in the next round already was so long already for this one. So we're gonna be crossing the line in 10th place. I was so close to beat Fast Field for 9th place already. So here's a close result already. So I almost had him, and that was close. I'm not gonna lie, that is close. So here's a replay of it. So on board with Scorpio, he was the one who tagged DTC, goes off. Well, he punted him off the circuit, and wow, just punt him off for no apparent reason already. Well, there was a huge reason why he punted him off. There was a big reason. So I think already, I don't know if he missed his braking point or not because he braked. Scorpio didn't, so that was a bit of a rude move already for Scorpio. And then Rosmo has got no other. He didn't get any good chance already to react or move out of the way from DTC's racing's off tracks rejoining things was so dangerous that Rosmo has got a half a attempt penalty, which is BS. And it is not good for Rosmo. He didn't get any chance to avoid, and he got a penalty by hitting DTC off the circuit, and he is furious. Like, to be honest already, he is furious. I'm not gonna lie, that was the reason why he was furious right now. He was so upset. I'm not gonna lie, he was so upset. And then here's another one already where I talk about already. The person on the left already just lock up, hit Fast Field, and then the contact between Kiwi and then this person has got a bit worse. He goes off, and then he goes for a half spin, but that was lucky for this one. He kept it in one piece and lose 2 spots. Well, maybe 3 because he did lose it to Kiwi. Because he was trying to pass him already. And then, as you can see here, I did do some revenge parts already where he bumped me off, so I did that to him already because I got no other choice already. And then Scorpio tried to hit me off already, and then I play smart, used the racing line and avoid Scorpio's already. And then Scorpio turned on him on the long straight, forcing him to spin. A full spin, sending him off the racetrack, and off he goes already. That was not good already. So on board with me already, as you can see here, there's Scorpio. We did bump already a little bit, and then heading into the next turn already, we did like brake checked already, so I was not happy with him. So we did brake checked. Oh, he brake checked me, and I hit him back on the side pod. This is like Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton's incidents in Baku 2017, and he tried to take me out, but I was playing so smart already. So no revenge already. So you ain't cut. Hey man, you are Kyle Busch or Dale Earnhardt. You are one of those persons who take someone out. So I was 100% on you, Scorpio. You're the one who just took someone out. So then we're on board with Bartos already. He hit Pubs as a brake check already and forced Pubs off the track and hit multiple cars, and he got himself a penalty, and he was not happy with Pubs. So what did he do? Well, you're about to find out. So here he goes. He goes off the circuit. He didn't brake already and punts him off, and that gives him the spin, and then he rage quits. So there goes Bart. So he's donezo. So on board with Kiwi, Oz already goes off the circuit, and it was so bad already that and then Brain hit him, and nothing that Brain would do other than try to avoid already for someone. So we finished in 10th place. As you can see, the liveries of the monsters, and there's the Underbird and the animated on the on the license plate. It was crazy already. So as you can see, the standings already, we came 7th in the WA, we came 30th in the Australia, and then 32nd in the Oceania regions. We did worse already because we got a total of 141 points, which is not even good already, but unhappy for that. So I need to do a lot better in the Nürburgring 24-hour layout, especially I need to do it cleanly. And when I say cleanly, I need to do some overtakes already in the Nürburgring already. So here we go already. We're heading to the next race already, which is the next round of the Supras, and we're at the Nürburgring 24-hour layouts. And this is one of, if not the longest tracks of all time already. If you said Le Mans 24 hours was the longest track, well, you thought wrong, because Nürburgring 24-hour layout is the longest circuit rate. A full calendar between the F1 GP circuits of the Nürburgring GP and a Nürburgring Nordschleife, which is basically the trial mountains already. So if you see like trial mountains already, that's probably the reasons of it now. So I did save a bit of a tires already. I put up traction control to 5, so it did save my tires. So you can hear my cough all the way through for the 56 minutes for this longest video for that. So spoiler alert, that was 56 minutes already that I had to put my voice under it for this one. So the only thing you can see already in the normal speed already was the Nürburgring GP, but I did do fast forward on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, because the only reason why I fast forwarded, because there was a limited already on the SHAREfactory already, so there was a limited of an hour, so I did it under an hour and put up fast forward on the Nürburgring GP, and of course Le Mans, which is the 3rd round. And as you probably know, the thumbnail and the title, well, probably the thumbnail for this one, but you will see it at the moment already. So as you can see here at the hairpin, I used 3rd gear already, because that will help me to get a good tractions at the exit already, and that gives me a good chance already to get a good run heading to the next one, which is the Schumacher S already. A lot of people knows already, because that was a Schumacher S already, just noticed by Michael Schumacher, who has won 7 times in Formula 1 in his career. I wonder if Lewis Hamilton will took Michael Schumacher's championship record already, but even though the COVID-19 thing does do everything already, so you can't go wrong with the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton to try to get the 7th championship already, unless someone else will try to break the will try to get rid of Hamilton's undefeated championship records of 3 in a row, which is 2017, 2018, and 2019, when he won 3 championships in a row right now. But he's looking for 4 championship wins in a row, all going to be for the Michael Schumacher's tied championship records already. So I'm showing you the fast forward of the Nordschleife, because this one is really long, so I just fast forwarded it to 4 times, so that will put up a minute and 50 something. I think it was around 50ish. So yeah, I'm pretty much already done everything already. I did do no slipstreams already because I slowed down on the Nordschleifer and of course the GP because I just try to save my tires, so I don't want to go off the track or just like lose out all my times already. So I will be starting last place, which is also known as 14th place already, because there was a huge issues with Gran Turismo and some other things already that you may want to know for this one. Oceana's did get some issues already with the connections, and I got on Twitter and I saw Ranger Ross, one of my guys already that I raced with in the FIAs and or something. So I think I just raced with him or became friends with him, and he had it disconnected, and where he just did it already. That was a big issue already. I'm not gonna lie, because you can't just blame the issues of the connections by a Gran Turismo and some other sponsors that he just got already was sponsored with Gran Turismo. And also a reason for this one, I think there was a huge update reasons of this one. If you saw the timing of this one of the 15 minutes already when you released the race entries already, time harder has no longer be there. When the update was there was no more tag hundreds, which is the time watch, which if you saw one of the Red Bull sponsors, you probably know what I'm talking about. So they were gone and they will no longer be there for this one. So we did qualify in 3rd place, so that's a really good job already in qualifying round 2 of the GR Super GT Cup 2020 series. So round 2 already, and we already qualified in 3rd place already with the saved tires. I was got on purple, but then I lost by a second to the pole sitter, who goes by the name of Nick, who used the the GR Super GT Cup plus a logo already. I never seen the logo that looks like that. And then there's GTP Legends in 2nd place. There's myself in 3rd place already. Then there's Bassa, which pretty much new to me for this one because I never raced with him, goes in 4th place. Then Corey in 5th place already. Then Irmas in 6th place. And then this guy goes by the name of James and Zoe. He's he is a nice guy for this one. Then there's Gazball, who did win the first round of the GR Super GT Cup. He starts in 8th place. What happened to him? Then Speedy Tires starts in 9th place. Then there's Red One F1 in 10th place. One of my guys already. I think I just butchered one of his names already. Yoru in 11th place for that. Then the Butt Kicker in 12th place. That was a cool name for this one. Then Ray Racer. That's a new name that I've seen already. Starts in like 13th. Then Mad Max starts in 14th positions, and that runs up the grid. I did realize there was 14 drivers because I think 6 others have been disconnected. So it was shame already that 6 drivers have been disconnected by the issues already of I don't know what was the reason for some. So here we go. We're about to start the race already, and this is the rolling start. This is even better than the grid start. So the grid starts does not help you for your learning race already with the Supras, but this one was okay. So we're off to away and racing. So I'm using the slipstream of GTP Legend 1, and we braked already just when we saw the road on the left, and we kept it normally, and then we got punted off by Bassa, who's literally just hit me, and then we went side by side heading to the next corner, which is really tricky for this one. I'm in the danger zone already, so he can overtake me anytime when he wants to for this one, but we hit, and then he's trying to go for the pass me. I did a little bit squeezing for this one. I gave it a little bit of space already, and I got the job done defending to the inside of the next corner, and that got me into 3rd position defendly. So it was easy and tricky, this one, especially when you're driving the Nordschleifer circuits. You have to defend extremely hard, or you try to overtake, especially if you're Cody Nikolai-Lukonski, who just passed, I think it was Matthew. No, it was Matt Simmons. I think I just realized it was Matt Simmons, or was it Matthew McEward? I think it's Matthew McEwen, so I think it was him. I'm not sure, but I'm going to check the 13th round of the 2019 GR Super GT Cup. So here we are already. Bassa is really put a pressure on me, but he did get a penalty, which is 2-second penalty, which is good for me because I have to get away from him, and he has to serve a 2-second penalty at the long straight. So not in the GP circuit, so in the Nordschleifer long straight circuit. So if you're the person already who's new to the Nordschleifer, so you're more welcome to see this videos already where I try to go for the overtakes and something else already. So if I want to do this, I will have to win the race already as soon as I can already. But this one round, the second round, I'm stupid. I am stupid. If you put up the Leclerc thing already, I am stupid. You know why I am stupid, right? I came into the pits like an idiot. Great day, and then I must come in with me because he thought he can do it one stop already, just like come in, put on a new set of hearts, no refilling because there is like there was no fuel, it was just the tires already that I just changed already, and I rejoined in 8th place, and I was so stupid to do the pit stop and then also run in front of me in 7th place. I just lost his like control of his car or something. Even though there's worn tires already, they did wear on more for that. And here are some of those good sportsmanship that he just did to me already. So you will know what I'm talking about already. What I said, it's good sportsmanship. He let me go to the right and he slowed down, and that shows a good sportsmanship already. I given indicators already, the all indicators, just to say thank you for giving me the position in 7th place already, and now I can fight my way through to get to Speed Tires, who's now in 6th place. And I was so stupid already. If I stay out, I would grab 3rd place already from I would grab 3rd place already and get the podium and get the good results already if I didn't came in the pits, because I am stupid like Charles Leclerc in Baku 2019. And yeah, long story short, I was stupid. So yeah, we did catch up to Speed Tires right until this moment right there, where we're going to show you the overtakes rate in the Nordschleifer circuit. So if someone tells you that it's impossible to overtake someone in the Nordschleifer circuits, well, they thought wrong, and I'm going to show you why I overtook someone in the Nordschleifer circuits in the most trickiest way that I just did already, and play aggressive. So, well, I did do aggressive things for just overtaking someone as like a fresh tires already, but if you're on the worn tires, it will be hard to defend and hard to try to get it back already by using a dive bomb actions already. So we follow behind Speedy Tires and we brake early for this one just to get a good advantage, to try to get a good run already. If we did get the good run, we go side by side heading to the next corner already. I did do a little bit already, just nearly force him off the track already, or otherwise I would be an idiot already who just did this already, so I will be the one who say apologize to him if I force him off the track. But we did do racing, we kept racing already, so he kept it good already. He put 2 wheels on his he put 2 wheels on his grass already, so massive on me. So I was the one who was playing aggressive, so I just need to get this job done already. And we did catch up to Bazar, and he was down in 5th place. So if I didn't come in to the pits already and put up a tires already, then I would have won the race, or well, not won the race, but I would get the podium if I didn't came into the pits already. So huge mistake from me, because I've now been a moron and being stupid, and I just gone from 3rd place to this already. Especially if I did come in, I would have been 3rd place already and managed my tires a little bit longer than it used to be. So huge mistake on me, so I couldn't get the job done already on some of those drivers right in front of me. I did do catch up already, but even though already on I was doing stupid things already, so massive on me, so I'm sorry for all of you guys already who's watching this already. I did, sorry, I apologize, and I will never do that again in the future, so trust me on this, I will never do that again. So coming towards the final sector, and I'm using the slipstream of Baza, who's now in 5th place already, and this one is going to be insane already, so a lot of stuff is going to happen already. Heading to the next part of a track already. We're trying to go side by side, but then we got a little bit of a bump already for this one, but we do racing already. And he kept it normal, and I tried to do everything already to try to overtake him, but it wasn't enough already to try to beat him for 5th place already. And I would get 5th place already if I did not come in. I will grab 3rd place already and try to stay behind Nick and GTP Legends, but we did cross the line in 6th place, just ahead of Iron Mask, but a huge mistake on me. I came in 6th place. Stupid of me. Just blame on me for this one. So right now I am just start to focus already. So I'm now, as you can see right here, I didn't catch a picture of my the standings of the Geo Super GT Cup, because I didn't capture it because I just missed it, because I thought I'd take pictures of it, so I was stupid. So I'll show you the results with the rainbow letters of right next to the Rebel X 2019 car, which I drive it, and it was fun already that I just drive that car already. I came 31st in the Oceania region, so it's crazy already that I started to catch up, right? Especially where we're heading to the 3rd round of the race, and that is the circuit of 24 Hours of Le Mans. And yeah, as you can see in the text I just put up, for the love of all the Tonys, do not for the love of all the Tonys, I just did what Road to Shore did already. So I just said, for the love of all the Tonys, please do not disconnect everyone. And when I said everyone, I meant everyone in this lobby, because there was like 2 slots already, and I raced on the 1st slot, and then everyone else has got disconnected, because like I was like, am I the only one who's been disconnected? No blooming way I thought I was going to get disconnected so badly. But then when I found out, it blew my mind, everyone else has been disconnected from the 1st slot, and that was from my lobby. A big shout out to Blank Williams already, one of my great friends already, which is also known as Pen Mac. He was one already who did live streams on his own YouTube channel, so I gave him a big shout out. And also you can also subscribe to his channel anytime you want to already. So it's really simple already, Le Mans, especially if it's tricky already if you're driving the Supras already. But if you're like driving the LMP1 in the Le Mans, you probably know how well you know of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, especially you drive one of those LMP1 cars, LMP2, or the or GTE cars, especially you have to drive for Ferrari, Porsche, Ford, or any other ones already that you have to drive. And plus, there's no Porsche, Audis in the LMP1. The only have is Toyota and some other teams already in LMP1 that I didn't even know for this one. I know Toyota was a really OP team, because especially with the hybrid cars already, they're powerful cars already, and they're underrated along with the team already. As you can see here, I missed my braking point, and I go off the circuit and missed the first thing when it goes right, left, right. I missed it because I missed the thing already where the gate thing is. This is where the braking zone was already, and huge mistake already, and I just lost my seconds already to the pole sitters, but you will see where I'm starting for that. And I did do fast forward on the launch rate, just pretending it was like at F1 DRS zones, so I just thought already that would be great for me to do it. And heading to the next one already, I brake at the 250 meter board, right where the bush is, or the 200 meter board. So if you see the bushes, this is like the game called hide and seek. You saw the bushes and you saw the 200 meter boards, just brake where you were and then you have the advantage to go from 7th to 4th gear, and you will have the advantage to get a good tire advantage along with your car itself, who's literally started to struggle a little bit already. But for all those new Supras already who wants to drive that car, go ahead and try them out around some other tracks already. I know next round is going to be Laguna Seca, so this is going to be great. So 4th round, and I'm in a danger zone, so I don't want to go off the track. So that's going to be the big issues of me, so don't want that to happen already. So Le Mans is pretty much tricky, and well, I should probably know the thumbnail for that, so that's strange already why I just put up the thumbnails of 2 persons who have collided together, and oh, you're probably the reason, and you will know why I put that thing up for a thumbnail, because you will see it in the race. So as you can see here, all the guys already have set laps already, and we already done like 1 lap in Le Mans already, and I'm the last person who's going to try to cross the line to finish qualifying for this one. There are 18 drivers already, so yeah, strange things happens already. I know Le Mans is pretty much tricky, but Nürburgring 24 hours or Nordschleifers are the trickiest already, especially with those like narrow bits already, because those are tricky. But especially with this one, also tricky, and some of those already are just bumping each other off, missing their braking points, or do whatever they want to. So, like, I'm not one of those guys already who just bumping someone off already, or just like do whatever I want to, just like missing my braking points, hit him, and goes off the circuit and gave me a massive 10-second penalty for bumping someone off and being an idiot who missed the braking points. This one, especially if your bots are already took out pubs, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Just be a normal driver like yourself, already, and just don't be whatever you want to do for this one. So we're getting close already to cross the line already. I used 3rd gear on the final 2 corners already, and had a good run already. And we go to the 4-minute and 41.1, and that is not a good lap for me, which put me into 11th place, which is alright for this one. And now we finally got to racing, so this is actually the first time I actually raced in Le Mans while recording this, and this one, probably one of my best races ever in the Super GT Cup 2020 series. So I never won a race in the Supras, apart from like well, the worst lobby, and I just won the race in Monza, which is not enough really, because like if you got like the worst lobbies and you're good at it, and you outmatch everyone else already, no. If you won the race already, no. Like especially if you're like training from the noob, and you're in the noob lobby, and you will know that you want to get your first victory rate. And especially when I get to the FIA races, I always get my first win in the 2nd day already. In the 2nd day, I just got my first win in the in this rookies lobbies in the GT Sports already, and I drive for Audi already, and here I am in 11th place race. So let's see if I can try to do this already. And like I just said before this, I just said this is probably one of my best race races. So I am showing you one of my best race races. So the first ones that I was going to show you, right, and see if I can do better than this one. Alright, I did qualify in 14th place, but then the game decided to disconnect everyone else already, apart from whoever's in my lobby in the first slot already. Definitely sorry. And yeah, it's crazy already. So there we go, we have 18 drivers. I'm starting in 11th place on the grid, and this is the grid start, so a lot worse is gonna happen already. So here we are with the Underbird thing on the monster logo, and here we go, we're about to get ready to the 5 red lights for the 3rd round of the Super GT Cup in Le Mans, and we are underway, and a pretty good start, but the guy in 10th place has got a bit of a shocking or stinker start and drops down from 10th to 12th. Great start already by I don't know who's driving the red car, the red livery car, and the Supras already, because I don't know any other names already. The receiver is seeing some argy-bargies going on already, and so many cars already. I'm in a sandwich already of the Supras already. I've got my contact with just the Atom. Himself and I got contact, and he got a penalty for that, so I don't know what was the reason already. So we're now gone from 11th to 9th place, and that was a fresh start for me for that. And a lot of great stuff is going to happen already, and here we go. We're going to the launch race, and I'm going to open up the DRS, and then we're going to see the fastest, the fastest Supras of all time already. As you can see here, we're just using the slipstreams already, using the DRS already. My God, how fast the Supra is already! This is so cool already. And then we brake here already. Well, that was the part where I just noticed already. I just missed it. Nearly go off the track already, and I got bumped up by just Tom, and puts me up to 8th place, and himself and Shifty got a little bit bumped already, and well, Tom has to serve his penalty, because even though he did do something already, I don't know what he did already, because I didn't even look what he just did already. I think he did cut the corner a little, I'm not sure, but we'll have to find out. So here we go already. So we're getting close to the top packs already after starting from 11th place. Do I be like Fernando Alonso and pass everyone and get into first place, or do I have to play safe and just like battle with some other guys, or just stay in the points that I want to already? That's not up to. It's not the idea from this one. I just need to like to figure myself out already. If I want to like get myself into the points, that's all I want to for that. So I don't want to be like in. So I don't want to be behind the 141 points that I just got already. And the round 2 I just got, it was 160 points. So this thing right here, the maximum points already was 169 points. And as you can see here, first one going to the first one already, I actually put up a dive bomb already, because I was about to slow down, went hard on the brakes, and forcing me to overtake someone by a dive bomb. Daniel Ricciardo, if you're watching this, I hope you like that dive bomb, because I'm not. Trust me, I'm not a fanboy of Daniel Ricciardo. I'm not a fanboy. Trust me, I'm not a fanboy for this one. Okay, maybe I am. 2 in 1 only one lap, and I just put up a ridiculous dive bomb. What I just did, I don't know. Crazy me, I don't know what I'm doing. So here we go, heading into a long straight, or should I say extra long. So especially if you're playing Dirt Rally career mode already. These two guys went side by side for 4th place already, and the guy behind me, the blue car, actually tried to go for a pass already, and we went side by side together already, heading to the next corner already. But then he has the inside line already, so he will try to pass me on the corners where it goes right, and then hard on the brakes on the right, and then turn to the left. But also for this one, the guy right next to me has actually got a half a 10 penalty. That means I will get like 6th place. I will get 6th place just ahead of him, as soon as we try to brake early as we can already. But we didn't get any chance already for this one, so we had to stay behind. And he got a 1 second penalty. I don't know what was the reason why he got a 1 second penalty already, but we got the purple in the next sector, and he's going to serve his 1 second penalty, and myself and the guy behind me who's driving the orange livery, we're going to get 6th and 7th respectively. So it's lucky for the race, because this the guy who's in the blue car has actually he's got to serve his 1 second penalty, so he's dropped down from 6th to 8th in the race already. So myself, I'm trying to catch up to those packs already, the leading packs already, so the top 5s already that I need to pass for this one. And this part right there, I was getting closer already to Paco, and this one is going to be insane already. We're heading into the penultimate lap in Le Mans in the Supras, so it's pretty much insane already because I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the tires already, especially I had to save my tires and not going off the track, especially like lost control of my car, or just like my tires will start to get out of control and screaming out already and want to come in for a pit stop. Honestly, I wouldn't think of that, because if you're coming into the pits, that's not up to you really if you want to come in to change your tires, because I hate to be this already, because that will give you a 30-second pit stop to serve already if you want to change tires, because that will give you like a long time to catch up already, because I hate to say this already, so that was the one I had to say this already. The guy who was in 4th place already has actually missed his braking point and lost 2 positions, and we won't go for a little bit of a lunge already heading into the next part of the thing already in Le Mans for that, and that puts me up into 4th place already and trying to catch up to the top 3 who are the battle of the leaders already, which is Corey, Buzzer, and of course Kiwi, who's the main man already that I had to watch out for. So we catch up to him, but also Paco actually trying to go for a pass to the inside already, and then he got punted off by Ray Racer. And what were you thinking? And then he is going to serve his penalty for this one, a long penalty. Don't know how many seconds already that he got already. So Corey, the race leader right now, has actually served his penalty already. I think he got like a half-attempt penalty, and then he just lost. He almost lost the lead, and we're catching up to the leading packs. So this thing is going to be a little bit heated on the last lap of the race. So I went from 11th to 4th place heading into the last lap of the race, and 3 drivers were actually playing argy-bargy, bumping back and forward already for someone. Those guys are doing something that I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this one. I'm just normally trying to pass someone, like dive bomb someone, or trying to like pass him down the inside area. As you can see here, I'm trying to go past Kiwi, but he had a slipstream of the orange car livery called Baza. So it's getting close already, and I'll have to brake where this part is, and I had to brake early because something is going to play a little bit argy-bargy going on. He gives in a bump to the guy in 2nd place already, and Corey's still leaning away, and there's still a little bit of argy-bargy, and then I lost control and bump him already, but I got nothing else to do for this one. And then we're heading to the long straights, or shall I say extra long straights, and then heading to the next part of the race for this one. This is where I've just braked right, and this part right there, this is where chaos happens between 1st and 2nd place. So Kiwi will get the advantage to get the lead, and Corey lost control and just bumps him off, but I gotta avoid and go off the circuit and avoid Corey's lost control of his car. If I hit him, and well, if I was on the track and hit him, I will get a penalty for T-boned him, and I hate to do this already. I had to go off the track and avoid him because he lost control, and I don't want to get a penalty of it. But Corey has got a 2-second penalty, and I have the slipstream advantage on Corey, so that means he will serve his 2-second penalty heading to the next section already. So when I brake earlier as I can already, and Corey lost control of his car because his rear tires are complete dead already, and these 2 guys right behind me on the mini-map actually came so close together already, and I look at the replay for that and the 2 of them go touching already for this one, and one of them goes off. That's Corey, and he is gone, and then Bassa will have the advantage already to get 3rd place. Kiwi, on the other hand, he has to serve his 1-second penalty for containing Baza for that, which I realized already. And then this is where the fun part happens. This is when the fun part happens already. We'll be heading to the next sections, which is the very tricky ones. There's some of those already for this one. Some of those guys already who have hit the wall on the next corners already. So when you hit the next corners, you can see some sparks coming out one of the cars on the right, well, some of them did hit the walls on the right already. So sometimes already they just did this already for this one. So the Kiwi has the lead already, so he will win the race already. And he runs a little bit wide and goes off the circuit, but does he get a penalty, or is he going to keep it that way and going to win? And he's going to win the race already? No, he's not. He's going to get a half a 10 penalty, and that means I will win this race already. Will I? Well, we'll have to find out already when we cross the line. So let's see already. The half a 10 penalty, that counts as 1 second penalty, and then for the final corner on the final lap, I would win GR Super GT Cup in Le Mans for the first time in my career, and that is my first win in Le Mans for the first time on GT Sports Online. Oh my god, what a moment already. But then the standings, big big gaps gained already. Well, not the gaps gained, but the position change already. I went from 31st to 20th, so I made it to the top 20 in the Oceania regions, but came second in WA, just behind Cody, Nicola Lukonski, and of course 18th in Australia, because two of the New Zealanders who are right in front of me and got well, they only got like they were like in the top 20 of somewhere positions already. So right now I have the chance already to try to get to the good results already. And yeah, that's pretty much insane already. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to my channel for this. And I really need to take a drink already, because 56 minutes for this long video already, and I just commentated without stopping. You hear me coughing, and you hear me something that was like voice cracks or something for this one. And I'll see you next time for the brand new video or some more GT Sports race videos. Peace, guys.